Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 3rd of May 2016. Um, the card that I've pulled today, again, I'm using the Golden Tarot still, is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is, I don't know, it's a bit of an iffy card, I think. I don't know if the messages are that strong with it, but they're important, if that makes sense. It's quite subtle, it can be, and it can also be very dramatic. So it contradicts itself. It's a bit of a contradiction in terms of the Wheel of Fortune, I feel. So the Wheel of Fortune, the first thing that comes to me when this comes out is that change is coming. And the thing is, I don't feel that we can do anything about this change. When the Wheel of Fortune comes up, this talks about challenges and obstacles, and life will always throw us them, you know. But the thing is, we need to remember that we cannot have good without the bad. We cannot have light without darkness. This is what I say all the time. And it's like, we can't dwell on our misfortune either, because a lot of times we do go through really, really crappy times. But we need to always have hope, and we need to always know that these crappy times are going to end. They're not going to stay forever. But we also need to be mindful as well that when we are experiencing happy times, that they will actually not be there forever as well. So it's sort of like crappy and happy. That's what seems to be coming in with this card today. So I really feel that there's a fresh start coming here as well. Something has got to end, but I really feel this is going to push us in a direction of change that is much needed as well. I always say that if nothing changes, nothing changes. And this is, sometimes we need to sort of start the ball rolling and actually force change ourselves, especially if we seem very stuck in a rut and nothing seems to be moving how we want it to. We need to take that responsibility, and we need to actually do something to start this process of change, even though it might be scary as well. Because this card is not just about, it's not just about luck. I mean, it's a very karmic card, but it's not just about good and bad luck. It's even what we would class as bad luck can often be an advancement to us as well. So it's like, I'm really getting a feeling that there's things happened in the past with this card that are actually going to maybe come back, but they're going to push us forward in some way. That's what I'm getting with it. So I really want you to think, if you're quite troubled at the moment, it's try and stay strong in sort of the face of adversity, I feel, because it's a very up and down card, this, and it's like the wheel. It is always turning. This is what it's talking about. And we often have to go through these troubles in order to appreciate happiness when we have it, or appreciate past peace of mind when we have it as well. So it's a real roller coaster, this. But it always does indicate that there's change coming. At the weekend, I spent time with friends and I drank a lot of alcohol. I don't usually do it, but I did, and I was all happy to do it, and it was all excited, and this is what I'm going to do. And I had a great night until I woke up the next morning and I came down to earth with a huge, massive bump. So I spent the following day full of ego, full of self-pity, full of, sort of self-loathing as well, I think. But I realized I'd had this massive high, and then I came down to earth with a bump. And this is very much like the Wheel of Fortune. Then the day after that, I was totally fine again. So it's this is what I really want to say within this card. A lot of times it's, if we have a look at what we do to ourselves, this is what can actually be quite detrimental, you know. And when we hit these down times, it's, hold on, what part have I actually played in this as well? Sometimes you haven't, but it's always necessary to actually look at that, say, okay, what part have I played in this? And then remember for next time that, hold on, I'm not gonna do that, you know. I'm not gonna go all stupid, you know, with the wine like I did, you know. So this card, it's 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 as I've said, it's a very karmic card, very much linked with destiny as well. And it also tells us, although I've said we play a part in some stuff, it also tells us that a lot of things as well are beyond our control, you know. So rather than trying to resist them, or rather than trying to change them or whatever, and us determine the outcome, sometimes we just have to let go and we have to roll with the wheel. So this is it. The wheel is turning anyway. We can either hang on and, you know, and try and pull it back the other way, or we can just go with it, you know. And I really feel this is what is needed to do here as well. So, and it's all about keeping optimistic as well, and really having faith for the future, because the universe is working for us. I've said this time and time again. It's not working against us. It's working for us, even though at the time we might not see that. And even though we may question why, you know, or like, why is this happening? This isn't how I wanted it to happen. This isn't the outcome I wanted. This isn't the direction I wanted to go in. The universe is guiding you where you should be. You know, that is what it's doing, not where you want to be. And there's always a silver lining in the cloud. No matter how bad things get, there is always a silver lining in this. I know personally, and if you look at yourself, the times when I have advanced more, the times when I have learned more about myself, the times when I have learned more about other people, and the times when I have learned more about life have been when they have been the darkest. When I have thought the light has gone off in the world, that is when I suddenly see this light in the distance, and that is where I head for. So I really want you to take sort of hope and faith at the moment, even if things are not how you want them to be, they are how they're meant to be at the moment, and they will actually, it will sort of all come out in the wash, if that makes sense. So like one day it will become apparent, you know. So really don't be scared. Try and go with this change rather than, you know, fight it. As I've said before, you know, what we resist persists. So it's like, don't let anger come in, don't let fear, don't let any egoic traits come in at the moment, you know. Try and work from a place of love, you know. This is always the answer, you know, and love and light are the way, you know. That is what we've got to hold on to, and that is what we've got to cling to as well, you know. So value this time at the moment, even if it's bad. Just think, what am I learning from this? Change is coming, you know. Change is massively coming for you, and I think for all of us, in a way, this is a year of change, and it's shaking us up and it's kicking us out of our comfort zone. But the thing is, nothing ever grows in our comfort zone, so this is all necessary, and this is all it's needed as well. You know, we have so much to do, we have so much to learn, and this is why I feel that this year has been very up and down. Like I say, it has been like a roller coaster, and this is what the Wheel of Fortune says. You know, I mean, if we have a look in this card, it's like a nativity scene, you know, very different to normal tarot. But, you know, with the nativity, if you remember, you know, once Jesus was born in that barn, there was a huge change on mankind. And this is what this card is signifying as well. Change is coming, and we just need to sort of go with it, to roll with it, to accept it, and realize that even through the dark, there is light, and this is what will guide us, and this is what will advance us and help us as well. Gandhi said, you know, be the change you wish to see in this world. And that's it. Really go internally and look at what you want to change about yourself. as well. The outside, the external, we have no control over it. The universe is doing its thing as well. There's Hendrix just having a little talk with Ganesh there. So yeah, but sorry, but yeah. So this is about really going internal and seeing, okay, like I can't change external situations, but I can change myself and the way I deal with things. And if there's something you're doing that isn't very good and isn't helping you, like I say, me drinking the alcohol at the weekend, then really address, why are you doing this, and are you going to continue doing this? Because if it's detrimental to you, then that's not a good move. So sorry, I hope you like that card today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave me comments as well to let me know if that card resonated. And if anybody would like a personal reading with myself, if you please get in touch on either Facebook or email lovebuddhatarot@aol.co.uk, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'd love to connect with you as well. Not that much, like I say, this card's a very subtle one today, but I've just heard in my head as well the Sam Cooke song, "A Change Is Gonna Come." So maybe listen to that, but expect changes. They will be beneficial, even if they don't seem like it at the time. So have a lovely day, and I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. Sat Nam.